It sounds wrong when I say it. It doesn't sound right by me going, yeah, it's peak. See, it just doesn't sound right. It sounds weird by me going, yeah, man, it's well peak, innit?
Anyway.
OMG, stay true to the fam. In the booth, you can't do what I can. Yeah, I live in the studio, man. In the summer or the winter, got the studio time.
Welcome to That's Your Opinion, Not Mine. My name is Tez. The guy next to me over there is called Chris.
That one over there.
That one, him over there.
Hello.
Right, this week we're going to be reviewing Spooka's new album called Corona Therapy. And to start us off, we're going to be just basically going over some of the tracks, giving you a little bit of info, our opinion on them. And we're also going to be playing you one of his videos. Tell us what you think in the comments.
OMG, stay true to the fam. In the booth, you can't do what I can. Yeah, I live in the studio, man. In the summer or the winter, got the studio time. OMG, stay true to the fam. In the booth, you can't do what I can. Yeah, I live in the studio, man. In the summer or the winter, got the studio.
There's a couple of good tracks in there with some good bass lines and good, yeah, it's proper banging.
The one that I think's got a good bass line is that SOS featuring Hook.
These lyrics I flip on the rhythm, and it's like this music is my religion. And I've got the vision and it's evident. My tongue is wicked and yet it's got venom in. The memory's that of an elephant, black and I'm beautiful, minus the ketamine. SpookaSonic, I'm high on adrenaline.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
So far.
We must be right then, because this is the first time we're discussing this album together, and if we're saying the same thing, it must be true.
Well, yep, we've, we know what we're talking about.
Son of anarchy, son of the antichrist. Sometimes I feel like black people are the sacrifice. Jesus and religion, that's a pack of lies. This ain't the land of honey and milk, it ain't pasteurized. My first introduction.
Cry No More, that has an old school kind of feel to it. I couldn't remember what artist I was thinking of. Kind of, in the era of, Biggie and Tupac, that kind of era. But I can't think who it reminds me of more specifically, but it has that kind of old school kind of feel to it. Ill Will. I don't know why that reminds me of Eminem. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
I think it's that, I can't think what instrument it is, but it's that. Yeah, it's got that Eminem kind of.
The Stan sort of, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you understand what I mean. It's got that, that vibe.
Of course it has, yeah. Definitely.
But the two fastest tracks is Take a Moment and Violence as well.
Proper old school SpookaSonic.
I got the ridiculous style, so I never be flinging a towel. I manifest power of wrecking balls, obstacles, I'm licking them down. Nodding my head, back and forth to the wickedest sound. Starting a madness, OMG, you know it's the catalyst. I make them do backflips, like X and herbs, target practice. Them chicks when I add this, but you can't fool me, I know when I've been catfished.
Okay, so that's our little opinion of what we think of the album as a whole. So now we're going to be going over his video, Studio Tan.
OMG, stay true to the fam. In the booth, you can't do what I can. Yeah, I live in the studio, man. In the summer or the winter, got the studio time. OMG, stay true to the fam. In the booth, you can't do what I can. Yeah, I live in the studio, man. In the summer or the winter, got the studio time. I've got the studio time. I've got the studio time. I've got the studio time. In the summer or the winter, got the studio time. I've got the studio time. I've got the studio time. I've got the studio time. In the summer or the winter, got the studio time.
I love the bass line on it. It's got that proper like in your face, giving you a good gut punch kind of hard-hitting bass.
It's definitely got some rhythm. It's definitely got some a punch to it, and it's heavy. Studio Tan, that refers to when we because Spooka's a friend of the show, obviously, and Studio Tan, if you don't know what that means, is my man's always in the studio, right? And he's a grafter. He grafts and grafts, and that's what he means by Studio Tan, because he's always in there. He's always grinding. He's always working. He's a he's a go-getter. He's our Spooker, isn't he?
Oh, he is. I mean, when he came and did, and he was a guest on your show at our radio station. I mean, watching him freestyle and I was like, is he going to stop at any point? Is he going to come up for a breath? He was just going and going and going. Yeah, he was like the Energizer Bunny. He was just going and going and going and going and going.
It was great.
Yeah,
it was great. It was fantastic, and it's the way I see it. A lot of these artists out here, right? They're basically, and someone like Spooka who works hard, he's dedicated, he's got the talent. But to be honest with you, he should have been signed up a long time ago, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, some of the out there that I've seen, but that's the way it is. If your face fits, unfortunately, it's all nonsense, and someone with that much talent should be, he should be up there, and it's a travesty that he's not. So
I mean, I totally agree, but I think since the time that I first met him, and seeing his progression from there to here, he's definitely grown a lot as an artist.
Absolutely, in my eyes, he's at the top anyway to me, and he should be up there with the best, and I think he is. I think he's up there with Shabby, Skibbity, and all of them, and he should be.
No, I agree. I mean, but I think now compared to when I first met him, he's definitely. Yeah. It's like he's a whole new person, and there's something there. There's always been something there, but now there's I can't think how to word it. There's something more.
I think with Corona therapy as well, it's not just stringing some big tunes together. There's actually a message there. If you listen to the album, there's a driving force going on. It's informative. There's a reason behind it. And it's a time in history as well. When we look back to 2020, we don't realise how much of an impact that all this has had. This is historic times. And it's very informative. We've all got our own opinions on it. We don't want to turn it into a Corona podcast, but what I'm trying to say is there's meaning there.
Yeah, it's very personal. It's very relatable, which is what I personally think is lacking in the industry. Is something that's personal and relatable.
Definitely. It's just like, some of the artists we come across.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to mention no names.
No.
But, that's another show.
Yeah.
No jiggly bits.
No, there's no jiggly bits, which is even better. It's an honest video.
In the studio, man, phone's on silent, can't get through to me, fan, cause I maxed and relaxed for the studio time. I'm sat in that Rufio, fam, and the studio in my dons, we're killing off hooks. Pizza pan, can't talk to me bad, I'm only writing them tunes that I bang. I got a Uzi in my hand, that's machine gun shelling for your crew and your gang. Now I got a booth, that's more loot in the bag. PayPal transfers, move in the cash. I make use of my plans, gotta move the studio, find moves to the dam. Man, I never lose, Lord, no spook, cause the man don't think I'm shady, it's my studio time. The level just went up, every morning when I get up. Meditate, got the big boys out, that's logic, everything set up. The level just went up, every morning when I get up. Meditate, got the big boys out, that's logic, everything set up. I told man I got stewed in my gaff, too cool so I move in a pack. I do dirt on foot, that's cheese, and then I'm straight back to the studio. Suits in the booth, studio packs, look out for the studio apps. Took about road, tune to the tracks, bang bang bang, got food for the cats.
It looks like a fun studio, doesn't it? I'm just looking at that studio and I'm saying, boy, oh boy, if it was my other life before, I would love it in that studio. That's all I'm saying.
Same.
I wouldn't be coming out of that studio. I would have a studio tan. All right? Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
I'd quite happily live in that studio for the rest of my life. It does look really good.
The studio, man, in the summer or the winter, got the studio time. OMG, stay true to the fam. In the booth, you can't do what I can. Yeah, I live in the studio, man. In the summer or the winter, got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. In the summer or the winter, got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan in the summer or the winter. Got the studio tan. I can't leave this place. One more bar, gotta read this page. See these flames? That's how I know this. See these flames, you can't wish me rain. Full-time mic man, earning a wage. Took a bit of time, but it was worth for the pain. Went for waterproofs, work in the rain. 2 bouncy vocals while earning a pace. If you find something to love, you never have to work a day in your life. That's a wise man's quote. Most of the body is made of water, so I am flows. Bare meditation, I recite my goals. My third eye's open, your eyes wide closed. I told them I got a studio tan, so the miss wants me in a studio band. OMG, stay true to the fam. In the booth, you can't do what I can. Yeah, I live in the studio, man. In the summer or the winter, got the studio tan. OMG, stay true to the fam. In the booth, you can't do what I can. Yeah, I live in the studio, man. In the summer or the winter, got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. In the summer or the winter, got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. I've got the studio tan. In the summer or the winter, got the studio tan. In the booth, you can't do what I can. In the summer or the winter, got the studio tan. You can't do what I can. Got the studio tan. I've 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 got the studio tan.
That's probably the best video he's done, like the visuals, I think, personally. That is, it's a great visual. It's very clever, you know, the way it was filmed, you know, in the studio. I think that's a fantastic video. It's heavy, it's deep.
I love it. It's real. It's none of this, you know, jiggly bits and...
Yeah, Ferraris and gold chains and spitting and dribbling and
it's
jacuzzis.
real.
Yeah.
And the more I listen to that track, the more I love it. And I'm being honest and genuine. Well, you know me. If I didn't like it, whether he's a friend or not, I'd say, yeah. But the more I listen to it, the more I like it.
It's great.
Right, so before we go, we've got one last track from Spooka, another video. This one is called Born to Die, which is my favourite track from the album. He's just released this video, and it's the first time that me and Chris are seeing it. So let's jump into it.
This one's flames, cuzzy. Very mucky. You know we gotta get real on these ones, innit? I was born on my own, so I will die on my own. Love me or leave me alone. It's just me and my microphone. I was born on my own, so I will die on my own. Love me or leave me alone. It's just me and my microphone. Let me tell my story. Got some glory. Born in the 80s, raised in the 90s. Some pleasant memories and some of them are gory. Was in my nature, I was naughty. I gave my mum so much stress. Caught on cam, done crime like Lordy. Think back, I was sitting in the dock. Will I go to prison or not? My head was clouded, I was living in a fog. Didn't make no deal with the cops, took it on the chin. Yeah, so really I'm a boss. Ask my Don Hendrix, don't cry for spilt milk. The cream I've risen to the top. They hear me on the rhythm with the gods. I've been through the shit, but I came out the other side. That was the time I decided I don't want to live no other life apart from the music. But it's like anything, there's no guarantees. In 05 I was 19, invited to one extra casually. That's where I met X, that's family. I was born on...
See, yeah, that's quite a chilling video. I mean, it's actually giving me a few goosebumps, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, it gives some insight as well about, you know, him, his background, you know, growing up, you know, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, so far I'm quite liking it. I really do like this tune, and yeah, the video again, very chilling and
for Spooka to actually bring some vocals in, which I'm absolutely shocked about, but he's pulled it off yet again.
Yeah. Now that you've said that, it's like, oh yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, it seems like an eternity ago when he came in the studio and spat some bars big time, you know. But that, you know, it's completely different. You know, he's obviously put a lot of thought into it, and it absolutely does work. Like, fair play to him. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, I'm not blowing smoke. You know, I
No, we don't do that here.
I mean what I say. Nah, you know, I love him to bits. But if it wasn't good, I would say it. But it ain't. It's fantastic.
Same with me. And like I say, you know him far better than I do, so I'm more inclined to say if it's I think it's no,
it's not.
I love it.
It's great.
So I will die on my own. Love me or leave me alone. It's just me and my microphone. I was born on my own. So I will die on my own. Love me or leave me alone. It's just me and my microphone. Took a minute to make a salary. Big five, then been there with the kids. Basically, let me give you some clarity. Youth work was fitting in the bits. Getting in the quids, mixtapes, did raves, was really in the biz, but I took a little slip. I had to get back up, thinking when I make a living off of this. But it ain't really what it is. Nothing is really what it seems. I gotta make money for my kids. Mum didn't raise no quitter. I'm straight back on the grizzle with a grind. I'm in the rave for the stage show bigger. I gotta stay free from the prison in my mind. Shit that I see, man, I should've webbed my blood stains on the wall, but I could've been worse. I could've been rotted in the cell, or buried in a ditch in the dirt. Life is a gift and a curse. Someone keep twisting the herbs. I'm like a speeding whip, I'll crash if you try put me in reverse. Ain't no stopping this. Music do this for the love of this. If I did it for anything else, it won't be found. You are yet to discover this. Hunger and pain, thunder and rain, spooks. I've been through it all, even so slow, but for that I love with that game. Cause when they see it make that skrilla, fake ones, all over the trees. Yeah, snakes that sliver. Bad luck like I break that mirror. Paint pictures, with the words I'm that rilla. Imagine being that nipper. Locked into ski takes for inspiration. I've got a tune with the great that skibber. I came so far in a ting, but when you got a skin complexion like mine, it's harder to win. You cut the links so I can't defend them. Mucky independent, soon I'll have mucky independent. What? That's a chain of events, but first gotta pay all the rent. Some shit I will take to the grave. Lord knows mum did the best, but I was raised by the rave. All for the teenage years, I knew I was made for the stage. I took my son Arsenal, remember playing for Chelsea against Arsenal. I even went drama school, after time the student will be masterful. I was born on my own.
Nice.
Definitely really like
Fantastic. That's my favourite. That's my I thought Studio Town was, but that is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, now you can see why I'm in love with this track. It's
great, fantastic. It's deep. It's completely opposite of, you know, the bars. You know, this is really more composed. It's more thoughtful. It's great. You know, it's fantastic, man.
Yeah, no, you see what I mean. He's on a whole new, another complete level. When I'm losing my fucking words because I'm that excited. So yeah, he's. I think he needs to
continue. He needs to continue along this vein because that's it. That's the one. That's the one.
I agree.
You know, but realness sells. Realness sells because why does it sell? Because we're buying into, you know, the individual. We're buying into the product. You know, and if you're talking about individuals and products, that is a good one to buy, and that's the good one to invest in. So, you know, these record labels out there, they need to be signing him up.
Yeah, because he's a lot more real and he's relatable. You know, even Definitely. Me, I've got a completely different background to him, completely different. But there's bits in this track that I can relate to. You know, and we've got completely different fucking backgrounds.
Yeah, I can relate to all of it. You know, it's fantastic. It's the first time I've heard the song in its entirety, basically, and absolutely fantastic. That's peak. It's peak.
I'm not going to use that language, but yeah. It sounds wrong when I say it. It doesn't sound right by me going, yeah, it's peak. See, it just doesn't sound right. It sounds weird by me going, yeah, man, it's well peak, innit?
Anyway.
Yeah, we'll go back to the last few bits of that track.
Yes, let's go back to reality and never say that ever again, unless we're doing something which, anyway, don't do that again.
See, I told you, it sounds wrong, me doing it.
It's funny and wrong and awful and cringe-worthy.
Thanks.
Nice. Proper.
Absolutely brilliant. Oh, it's available on iTunes as well. So yes, that album is also available on iTunes.
Yep, and the link's in the description where you can get the album, merchandise, everything.
I'd say my favourite track out of the whole album has got to be Born to Die.
And it's a different sort of how would I put it? It's a different sort of his usual music is quite like on the ball, isn't he? And fast, but it's like a different style. It's really good. You wouldn't really necessarily associate it with Spooka, but it really works well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, I haven't heard that much of his old stuff, but the stuff that I've heard, this is like, it's like night and day. This is, it's not nowhere near as, I can't think of the right word, as fast. It is a lot more
manic. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot more calmer, a lot more, I'm going to nickname it the Nodding Dog.
Dog.
Yeah, because most of the tracks, it is like kind of like this.
Yeah, you can see the growth. You can see the growth in there, him, as a person, and also musically as well.
Yeah, and I quite like it. I mean, this is definitely an album that I would quite happily stick in my car and jam along to. Definitely.
Anyway, we'll get a signed copy.
Good.
Won't we?
I want a signed copy.
Yeah, we'll get a signed copy. I'm sure he will send one through.
Anyway,
we got it on tape. we got it on tape. So. Right, sign the ting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, that's my definitely my favourite track out of everything. Born to Die. I don't know why. There's just something about it that.
Do you know what, Tez? If I just had the list of tracks, right, I would. If someone said, "What do you reckon is Tez's favourite one?" Without even listening to it, just because of the title, I would have said "Born to Die." 100%. I would have got it straight away.
Any particular reason? Because I'm curious.
Well, I don't know, just Born to Die. Just that alone is enough for that to be your favourite one.
I don't know. Obviously I can't remember exactly what he said word for word, but it's just the lyrics that's in that track that I can just, I don't know. It speaks to me.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's a good track.
Okay. His album is available at iTunes. And if you'd like a hard copy, you can go to verymucky.com/shop and you can get a hard copy of the album for £10. There's also some limited merchandise. There's a hoodie, baseball cap. I've also believe there's a mask as well. There's a couple of t-shirts, 3 t-shirts. So yeah, there's lots of stuff you can get. We'll have links.
Check it out.
We'll have links of everything for you down in the description. So that was Spooka with the album
Corona Therapy.
There we go. The album Corona Therapy.
Big album. Get it. Pick it up. You can pick it up, get it, listen to it, share it, tell your friends. It's fantastic.
Yes, go ahead, buy it. It's brilliant. You won't be disappointed. It's a fantastic album. Well, you've been watching That's Your Opinion, Not Mine. My name is Tez. His name is Chris. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll be back at the same sort of time next week.
Peace out.
OMG, stay true to the fam. In the booth, you can't do what I can. Yeah, I live in the studio, man. In the summer or the winter, got the studio time.